In this tutorial, you'll learn how to create actions within a campaign to mobilize your followers to action. Once you've created a campaign, you can manage your actions here in the bottom right. To create an action, click on the New button, and you can choose whether to create a general action or an email action. A general action would be anything like a meeting, telephone conference, or rally. Say you had a rally at the Capitol. Enter the title, as well as the description, and a start time and an end time, and launch the action. This will notify all of the organizations working with you on the campaign about the rally. Those organizations, in turn, can mobilize their members to be in attendance at the rally. If you needed to edit the action, you could do so with the Edit button at the top, and then make any changes that are needed. Or if you needed to delete the action, you could do so with the Delete button. Going back to the campaign view page, the action now shows up on the campaign dashboard. To create an email action, click on the New button, and then click on Email. First, enter the general information. This is the information that you'll be sharing with the other organizations working on the campaign so they know what this action is about. Enter the title, as well as a description. After the description, scroll down and enter a start time and an end time. Then scroll down and select the targets. This is targeted at the House of Representatives and the Senate. If it were targeted at the President or Vice President, you could select that here. If you were targeting a state legislature, you could do so here. If it was an individual state, you could select the state and who the target was. Or, if you were wanting to target, say, all of the governors in all of the states, you could select all states and the target. Or if you had a custom target, you could put in the name as well as the email address, or multiple names and email addresses. Lastly, fill out the email message. This is the message that will show up on the advocacy widget. For the subject, we recommend that you always leave this line blank. That way your followers will put in their own subject, thus diversifying the messages that the representatives will receive. Then, put in your own message. This will be customizable, so those who take action will be able to customize this message if they want. And then select the issue. And this issue relates to pro-life. Then click Launch. Both actions now show up on the campaign view page. There's Rally at the Capitol, as well as Grassroots Push to Defund Planned Parenthood. Clicking through, we see the start time as well as the end time for this action, and the target for this email action, which is to the Senate and the House of Representatives. Here you have a place for discussions related to this action, and here you can see the description about the action. To post the email widget on your own website, simply come here to the advocacy box and click Distribute. Come down to where it says Email Form Code and click on Embed. This is the code that you'll put into your website or blog to have the email widget show up. Simply copy the code and then go to your website to embed the code. Here's a blog that's been set up to show how this would work. In this blog, if I came to New Post, then come to where the body of the message goes, right-click, and paste the code that was just copied. Again, this is the code that will display the widget. Now for every post that you have, it's important that you have a title as well as a description, so we'll put in a title and a description here. Then publish your post. As you can see, the title now shows here, as well as a brief description. Scrolling down, the code that was inserted now shows the widget. The message is targeted to the U.S. Senate, as well as to the U.S. House. For the message, the subject line is blank, and the message body shows the pre-filled message I already had, and users, when they take action, can edit this message if they'd like. To take action, all that the user has to do is enter their first name, last name, address, city, state, email, and phone number. The widget automatically finds the representatives of the user, and the user can select whether to send a message to all of the representatives or to an individual rep. Scrolling down, the user can customize their subject, and then if they'd like, they can edit the message body. And then they can also opt in to receive future emails from your organization. And then they simply come here and click Send Message. Users can then share the effort on Facebook and Twitter. If I come here and click Like, it will post on my Facebook profile. Coming to Facebook, we see that the effort is now posted ask your representatives in Congress to defund Planned Parenthood, and other people who are friends of your followers who just posted that on their Facebook or Twitter will be able to click through, and they'll be able to come and take action as well. This is why it's important that you always have a title as well as a description on the page that you post the widget. Coming back to the campaign, we can go to the grassroots push to defund Planned Parenthood, and in the advocacy box on the right, we see the total emails sent and the email sent by your organization. If you were collaborating, say, with 20 other organizations and every organization had sent out 1,000 messages, total email sent would show 20,000 and the email sent by your organization would show 1,000. To download the email and contact information of the people who've taken action through the widget, simply click on the Sent by Your Organization link, and you're taken to a page where you can see everybody who's taken action. If you want to download the information of these users, click the Download button here on the right, and this will generate an Excel document that you can then import into your own database. We'll now see how other organizations working with you on a campaign can also jump on board for an email action that you have. We'll now log on for Mary, who is part of another organization, and when she logs in, we see the campaign Defund Planned Parenthood, which she's already following. She can now see the action that was just created, and by clicking through, she now can also distribute this action for her organization. When she clicks distribute, it shows sent by your organization 0 because her organization hasn't sent any emails yet, but the total emails is 1. She can come here for the email message and click edit, and she has the option of using the default action text for the email that was already put in by the previous organization, or if she wants, she can unclick this and she can edit the message to whatever she wants it to be. And if she wants, she can put a subject here, or she can leave it blank. And then she can save it and move on. Going back, she can now come to the email form code and click on the embed button, and this code is now unique for her organization. By copying this code and going to her blog or website, she can come and post the widget as well. Follow the same format as before. Paste the embed code, enter a title, as well as a description, then publish the post. Mary's followers can now come to her organization's website and take action. Again, the process is the same. Simply enter the contact information. The targets are automatically identified. The user can scroll down and enter a subject, as well as customize the message. You'll also note that this message is the message that Mary customized for her organization. Scrolling down, the user can come and send the message. Going back to the campaign view page, we can click on Grassroots Push to Defund Planned Parenthood, and we now see the total email sent of all the organizations is 2, but the email sent from Mary's organization is 1. Clicking through, Mary can see a list of everyone who's taken action, and if she wants, she can click download to download a list of everybody who's taken action. The last thing we'll note in this tutorial is the Advocacy tab here on the top menu bar. By clicking through to Advocacy, you're taken to a page where you can see all of the email actions that you've ever created. Right now there's only one email action, but how it's set up, you see the campaign that the action relates to here, and if you want you can click through. You see the action that's part of the campaign, and you can click through to that action right here. The emails sent shows the number of emails your organization has sent over the total number of emails sent from all of the organizations combined. If you wanted to edit the text of the message to customize it for your organization, you can do so here. And if you want the embed code for that widget, you can get that here. Lastly, if you want to download the list of all of the people who've ever taken action through any of the widgets you've ever posted, you can do so here with this download button. And that's the end of tutorial 2, in which you've learned how to create actions to mobilize your followers to action.